today's video is going to be around lists and reports, having a look at different custom filters, filtering on different things, searching and so on. So let's go ahead and look at how we can look at our different lists or reports and filter on them. First of all your reports can be looked upon from each individual module. Just look for the report for that module. So we're in the sales module. Here's a list of reports, and we can drill down into the lists from those reports. So these are all the different report selectors, and those can open up the lists. Usually the lists will be underneath its corresponding button, and what I mean by that, so we'll have creating a customer, here's the customer list, create a quote, here's the quote list, and so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and look at how we can search on different fields and filter on those fields. So just go ahead and open any list. I'm in the Invoice Express list. So this will be all the invoices that this company has done is right here. So what I can do is I can search from specific dates. So say from February to today. I can search on that. I can search on I can ignore the dates if I choose, so it doesn't matter what date range it is, it's all going to be there. So within this list, how we're going to search is we're going to click on a piece of data, and we're going to right click on that. So right click on that, and this is going to open up different options. So from custom filter list to edit custom filter, add filter, and filter. What and filter is going to be is you can do multiple different filters. So I'm going to search for ARG and invoice. So you can choose different types there. You can search an or filter, so it can be an invoice or a refund, for example, as well as excluding filters. So obviously excluding whatever you want. So this date, this company, excluding invoices, as well as that with partials. So a partial is going to be part of a name or a part of a word. So you can add those. The big difference between and or is pretty much explanatory. So and is going to be, so if we say ARG and invoices, that's going to preview this company type name and the allocated type, which is going to be an invoice. It'll preview that. If we do it the other way around and say and this company or this invoice or invoices, that's going to pull up all the different invoices and ARG. So if we go ahead and right click again, our filter will populate to the bottom here, so it'll say the and filter will be customer name, we can see there, or the invoice. We can go ahead, right click again, and just say preview. Again, you can control shift in or just right click and preview. So here is customer name or all the invoices. So there again, that's the difference between the two. To clear this filter, just right click again and say clear filter. That populates the information back to its original form. But let's go ahead and say I would like to see this company and all its invoices. Go ahead and preview that. So there we go, that's the big difference. Originally we did the company or an invoice. This is the company and the invoice. So this company's invoices will populate there. What we can do now is, if this is going to be a recurring filter for us, if it's something common or something that everyone is always using within the company, we can simply create our own filter and add this as a custom filter. So again, here is the forum or the theory behind the filter. That's what it's using, so ARG and invoice. What we can do now is we can add this. Right click again once the custom filter has been made, or sorry, you've viewed it, and then you can add the custom filter. So there's that theory behind the filter, so ARG and the invoice, and we can call this whatever we want. So we're just going to call this ARG invoice, and it's a filter. If you want to select this as a default filter, you can just click that, so every time you open up, this will be the default filter. I'm not going to select that because I'm not filtering on this all the time. So you can choose that. You can choose whether it's a global reference and whether it's going to be active or inactive. Active is that it's going to be available to be used. If it's not ticked, it's going to be inactive and you're not going to be able to use it. So that's the theory behind active. But let's go ahead and save that. What we can do now is we'll go back into the invoice list. So this is the invoice list as a standard, and here at custom filters at the top, just left click on the drop down button and you can see your different custom filters that you've created. We just created ARG invoice. Go ahead and left click on that and that'll populate that custom filter automatically. So instead of filtering and creating that filter all the time, if it is something commonly used, simply just go ahead and create your own custom filter, and that way you can design this. Again, here you can there's a whole list of information, so from customizing the express list, adding different fields, customizing reports, to exporting to CSV, SLK, print matrix, printing this. As well as that, you can also create your own charts by right clicking on a piece of information here. You can view the list of charts if there are any. So here's one here that was created earlier. Or you can simply create your own new chart. Now there is a video on this, so if you are looking at creating a chart, we do recommend you go watch that video, but you can do that here. One other thing to look at within the filtering options, again just right click on a piece of data, is your open and close bracket. Brackets is going to be searching for two different things, one after each other. So open bracket, run this first close bracket, and then search on that field. So you can run multiple sections, but by going in order. So first run this, secondly run that. So that is open bracket and close bracket. The most common thing is going to be the and or filter, and that will just help narrow down what you're looking for. So if you're looking for this company's invoice, just right click on it, and you want to see all the invoices associated with that, go ahead and add that, or make that an and filter. Once you've created the filters that you want, and again you can create multiple filters, ending with this amount and so on and so on, and you can go ahead and create that however you want to. So we know there's one, this amount, there it is there, we're searching for that amount, the invoice type. So any company, being ABC company with an invoice attached to it and being this amount, you can literally narrow it down to that type of degree. So there we go, that's pretty much your lists and reports and how to filter within those. Real simple, real easy. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.